I'd like to introduce you to my patient, Pastor Steve Johnson. Pastor, why don't you just kind of share what your life was like before you came in to see us?
Well, fortunately, I feel so much better now. I don't have as specific a memory as I did when I first came in. A lot of physical issues that built up, I guess, over a period of time. I was between 15 and 20 years of going through the different issues that I had, and how they impacted me, basically drained me of energy, and I was just not able to function. And in the old days, I had times where I had difficulty in getting out of bed and functioning, and but I had to do the work that I did, and so you just tried to make it work, and it affected me mentally. It affected me in a number of physiological ways as far as my bodily functions and things like that, and didn't know what to do with it. And so I tried a lot of different things. I did a whole lot of research on matters. With respect to the gut issues and things like that, I read all I could, tried kinds of things, but the problem was that none of that was integrated or inclusive enough. Probably some of the things were good ideas, but when I came to you, with all the testing that you did, that added a new dimension of information base that said, okay, now you took the approach, these are the things that we're going to address specifically, and just worked through those things and got that part of my physiology working. Then you moved to something else. You were very orderly, and then got that part of it working, and with all the supplements that were recommended and things like that. And the thing I appreciated about your approach was, one, the thoroughness, and secondly, there wasn't anything invasive. There wasn't anything that hurt me or harmed me or made me feel terrible or was something that you didn't want to do. It was all something that was easy to do and beneficial. And so kind of liken it to overhauling an engine or something. You basically, I think I'm through the overhaul process, and then after that comes sort of the fine tuning, getting it to where it operates more efficiently. And but the Lord is obviously the greatest help, but He has to have hands that He uses. So anyway, I've forgotten a lot of those symptomatic things, and there was a big long list of them when I first came in here, because it's part of your process. And so I've progressively had a return of health and vibrancy, and able to do the things that I couldn't do before, able to function mentally, and just a better outlook on life, and confidence, and able to do the things that I still need to do.
Yes, well, you've come a long ways, and a lot of patients, when they're doing good like this, they kind of almost have amnesia as to the symptoms
Sure.
that they had, because they were painful.
Sure.
And they did affect you. But I mean, the big thing for you is, the brain fog and
Right.
the concentration and energy level,
Right,
and
exactly.
all those things are doing a lot better. And so,
Yeah.
you're in the thyroid recovery program, and it wasn't just the thyroid. I mean, there's so many other things
Right.
that were going on with you, and that's why we did the labs. We figured out what was going
Right.
on, and then we systematically worked through that. And we're just on the tail end of it. But if we could have done a video on you in the beginning, like in your first 30 days, because you did have some improvement in 30 days, but it was minimal, they would actually be able to see the coloring,
Right.
the shininess in your eyes, your
Yeah.
just your vibrancy that you
Right.
have. I mean, you basically are
Exactly.
back functioning and,
Exactly.
and enjoying life again.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you doing this video, because there's so many people out there that have a problem like this, and they don't know where to go.
Exactly.
If you know anybody that's having a problem, you can share this video.
Sure.
You could add
Sure.
comments to it, and also you can go to our Tulsa ThyroidRelief.com, and you can download a report, and kind of gives you an idea on the things that the pastor was talking about, how we systematically go through things and all the lab tests that we do.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem, go there, and
That's great.
Pastor's done fantastic, and we're just on the tail end of it now. We got a couple more things, but appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you sharing this, because there's
Well,
a
I
lot of
appreciate
people
you,
don't
what
know.
you've done for me. I just I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and this is why we love doing this kind of work, when it
Yeah.
changes someone's life,
You
like the
bet.
pastors.